Hey, what's going on, Noles Nation? CJ Wilson with Dope Talk here to bring you some breaking news. Five-star defensive lineman Armondo Blount has flipped his commitment from the Miami Hurricanes to FSU. That's right, FSU stays hot on a recruiting trail, flipping the big-time in-state prospect from the Miami Hurricanes. Really good job by Mike Norvell, Randy Shannon, and of course, defensive line coach Odell Haggins in this recruitment. Again, like I said, five-star defensive lineman Armondo Blount, who is, in fact, from Miami, Florida, well, from South Florida, rather, plays for Miami Central High School, which is a hotbed for the Miami Hurricanes. So big time job going down in enemy territory and flipping a big time prospect in Armondo Blount. Just talking about Blount a little bit. Super athletic kid, 6'3", 6'4", played pretty much every position on the defensive line. Very violent hands, active and frequently gets in the backfield. This kid is legit, big time playmaker, a position of need at FSU too. As you guys know, blue chip defensive line recruitment has been something that the fan base has been asking for. Well, you get it right here with Armondo Blount, big time get. Athletic kid, has all the potential in the world. I think he could be a star on the next level once he gets proper coaching and technique wise. He was, like I said, committed to the Miami Hurricanes, committed to them in September around a month ago. But FSU was always a mainstay in his recruitment and was pretty much seen as a potential leader in his recruitment prior to committing to Miami. It was a bit of surprise for some people when he did commit to the Miami Hurricanes, but nonetheless, FSU still recruited the kid and kept pushing for his services. And that effort has paid off as Armondo Blount is a Seminole. He also made an unofficial visit to the LSU game in Orlando, Florida, for that electric atmosphere and big time win over the LSU Tigers. He did state that the atmosphere was like a Super Bowl type of atmosphere. Long story short, he also made a trip to the Duke game for that top 20 matchup, night game, primetime ABC for the FSU Seminoles, and Doak Campbell Stadium was rocking. It was an electric atmosphere, and I know that had a lasting impression on Armondo Blount. So just to see how the defensive line played in these games has been pretty active in getting back to the quarterback and stopping the run, just being pretty much the best position on the FSU defense, if we're being quite honest, which is the defensive line. It made a lasting impression on Armondo Blount. Of course, the winning helps as well, but the relationships also too. I want to give a shout out to Ryan Bartow, off the field recruiting guy for FSU, who's done a great job in developing this relationship and starting this relationship for the on-field coaches to do their part and come in, and also Randy Shannon. You guys know he's the linebacker coach, but any kid within the South Florida area, especially Miami, Randy Shannon has a hand in, and he played a big part in this. Relationships that go a long way, and it's paid off for FSU. But a big time gift for FSU, stays on the recruiting trail and also crippling the rival, right? Whenever you can flip a blue chip prospect from a from an in-state rival, it's always a good thing because you're getting better on your end and you're making a key arch nemesis worse along the way. So FSU stays hot on the recruiter trail, like I said, with flipping Armondo Blount. We should have some more good news coming for FSU within the coming weeks. They're doing a great job on the recruiter trail, developing these relationships, and also just showing the on-field product and showing what FSU could be when FSU is at its peak. And we're seeing that right now. Doak Campbell Stadium, the whole entire Tallahassee is on edge right now just from the excitement from the football team. So we should see this trickle over to the recruiting trail, and moving forward, a kid like Armondo Blount who sends shockwaves to the recruiting world with a big time flip like this can only put other kids on notice as well. So shout out to FSU, Mike Norvell, of course, Odell Haggins, and the rest of the coaching staff, Randy Shannon, like I just stated, for locking this commitment down and staying steady within the commitment, even after he was not steady with the commitment, staying steady with the recruitment, rather, even after he committed to the hometown Miami Hurricanes. So again, big time get for FSU. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let me know who you guys want next. FSU has been pretty hot on recruiting trail. It's got another 2025 commit from a linebacker range I want to speak on the live show for Dope Talk. But make sure you guys drop into the comments. Let me know who you guys want next. It's a couple of recruits that's still out there that's heavily favored for FSU, or FSU is heavily recruiting. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments, who do you want next to commit to FSU? Go Noles.